Welcome to Impact by DIFFA Dallas, the official podcast of the Dallas chapter of the Design Industries Foundation Fighting AIDS. We'll share valuable info about the fight against HIV and AIDS, what our organization is doing to assist those in our community, and most importantly, how you can help us make a real impact.
Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into this episode of Impact. I'm your host, Shane Allen. First of all, before we get started on what we're here to talk about, I want to say thank you to everyone who took the time to give some money to us for North Texas Giving Day. I can't tell you from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of the entire board of DIFFA Dallas, how much it means to us. Because of all you and the money that we raise, there are more beds for housing insecure people to lay their heads down on. There are parents are able to give their children more life-saving medicine, and the AIDS service organizations that provide direct care services to the men, women, and children in North Texas living with HIV and AIDS can keep their lights on a little longer. So thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you did to make North Texas Giving Day a success. Our donors, our sponsors, and our patrons are the backbone of the good that we are able to do across North Texas. Another key part of our mission is the DIFFA Young Professionals Board, and they're actually launching today, right now, their membership drive for the 2020-2021 season. I have two members of the board joining me. Conrad and Brittany are here. Thank you for taking the time.
Well, thank you for having us today. Thanks, Shane.
Thank you.
And it's so great to see you again. I mean, it's been months since we've been able to see each other.
That is true. And I actually used to be on the Young Professionals Board last season, and am now on the main DIFFA board, but still very involved in the Young Professionals program because I am still a young professional after all.
Absolutely.
So before we get started about the membership drive that's starting today, and congratulations, by the way, on launching this, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. So, of course, you know who I am, but for those of you who are watching today, my name is Conrad DeBaillon. I am your, I guess you would say your DIFFA Raging Cajun. You know, been in the Dallas area for 13 years and haven't gone anywhere since, but so glad to find my way here. I am serving on the DIFFA Young Professional Board this season as president. This is my third year being on the board, and so excited that I'm able to continue on the board this year, leading the excellent team that we have as president this season. Professionally speaking, I am in product marketing with a Dallas-based beauty company.
Very nice.
So yeah, so whenever I'm not fighting the good fight for DIFFA, I'm making the world beautiful one day at a time.
Very nice. Brittany, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yes, I'm Brittany Batts. I have been on the board for 2 years now, serving as the social chair. I've been in DIFFA as a member for 4 years now, so I've enjoyed my time. As a young professional outside of DIFFA, I am a food safety senior manager. Currently got promoted. Yay!
Congratulations.
Yeah, so, you know, being a part of that in DIFFA, you know, having that work-life balance has been great. I enjoy it.
Nice. Well, welcome back to the board.
Thank you.
Glad to have both of you back on the Young
Thank you so
Professionals
much.
Board. So tell me a little bit about Membership Week. What's happening?
Yeah, absolutely. So September traditionally kicks off the DIFFA Young Professional season. And given that we are in a situation that is different than what we
Are used to,
yes, given that these are unprecedented times, we decided to do something a little different this year. Given that we do not have the opportunity to meet together as a group, we decided to kick off our membership push and our membership focus virtually. And why not celebrate only one day, but extend it out to an entire week?
Yes, yes. So also with that, we are also going to show you a little bit more about ourselves. You know, outside of Conrad and myself, we have other board members, so you'll get to see what we are like outside of DIFFA, why we chose DIFFA, and all those different things. So that will be on our social medias as well during the week.
Yeah, absolutely. We're definitely taking the opportunity to do something different and really take advantage of what is available to us given those obstacles. Because, considering that given a traditional kickoff event, we may not have the opportunity to share about ourselves or talk about our cause or our reason for being with DIFFA. And with the beauty of this platform that we have and utilizing our social media platforms this entire week, we get to go a little deeper into the cause and talk at a more deeper level.
I love that. DIFFA is known for having the best events in town. That's
Absolutely.
what we're known for. And in a season where there are fewer and fewer in-person events because of COVID-19, we're actually able to take that time to reflect. And when you really have those conversations with people about why is it that you're involved with DIFFA, you really uncover some really impactful stories.
Absolutely.
And it's been really, really nice to actually be able to step back and have those conversations with people. So I'm really glad that you all are doing that. And I hope that perhaps everyone online can share their stories too along with you as you do this launch.
So actually one of those days we want to shout out as they renew or we receive new members, we want to give them a chance to say that as well. So as you become members, we are going to pick a day where you get to say your why and get highlighted, because a lot of times we know members, we see faces, but we don't really know them, So I think this is a good chance to see our counterparts, who we work with, who we volunteer with, what they're all about as well.
Yeah, and it's a great, I think, marriage too of the Why DIFFA campaign that we were doing for North Texas Day of Giving.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about the perks that a DIFFA Young Professionals member could get.
Yeah, absolutely. But before we talk about the perks, can we talk a little bit more about what DIFFA YPs do?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah. Pardon me for taking over. So, overall, Brittany and I were talking about this, just getting ready for our conversation, and we tried to come up with the best way to describe who DIFFA YPs are and what they do. And at first it was a little difficult to say
to pinpoint it, yeah.
Exactly, to really pinpoint it and say exactly who we are and what we do. But the best way to summarize it is that DIFFA YPs are the hands, the heart, and also the future of DIFFA. That's to us, that's what resonated the best with us, is that in terms of hands, DIFFA Young Professionals are known for putting in the work or putting in the volunteer time and having a very strong presence, not only with DIFFA as a whole, but also with our ASOs when it comes to doing volunteer work. The heart in it as well, we all have the same cause. We all have the same drive for being involved with DIFFA as well. So DIFFA YPs, they have the same cause, the same drive as the DIFFA Dallas chapter as well. And then when it comes to the future, that's the thing that we gravitate to quite a bit, and definitely resonates with you, being a testament as well, being that as to how DIFFA Young Professionals are perceived by DIFFA as a whole. And that is the future of DIFFA. We understand that in the next coming years, some of us will continue to rise and increase our presence with DIFFA Dallas. And this is a great opportunity and a great springboard, so to speak, to have a direct sight into DIFFA, so that those who are members can prepare themselves to rise up with a greater presence with DIFFA Dallas as a whole.
And to add on to that, when we were talking as well, if you've ever been to a DIFFA event, if you ever worked with an ISO, there has been a YP a part of that. We volunteer, we're behind the scenes, we're setting up, breaking down, serving, we're always there to help. Get people to donate. Last year we donated wine bottles, got different restaurants to donate as well.
Yeah, for Burgers and Burgundy. That was a great event,
yes.
Great turnout.
So we're everywhere. We're behind the scenes, but we are everywhere when it comes to DIFFA.
Most certainly.
And not to mention that networking aspect too, of just being able to meet so many different people from
Right.
so many different walks
Yeah.
of life, not only among the young professionals members, but on the DIFFA board. I think it's a really great opportunity for something that I enjoyed as a young professional.
Most certainly.
So as if I haven't asked it yet, just pretend like I didn't. It's funny, and I'm glad that Conrad's here to keep me on track because I had it written down. I have notes. And I skipped it on accident. So thank you for keeping me on track.
You're so
tell
welcome. That's what a president does, right? Keeps you on track.
So tell me, what are some of the perks that a young professionals member has?
Most certainly, absolutely. There are some great perks. So not only do you have that great site into DIFFA Dallas, but you also have you have the great camaraderie and the great networking opportunities within DIFFA YP. Within the members of DIFFA Young Professionals, but then you also have, we also offer other social events, volunteering events, and then also a great discount benefit going into the main DIFFA Dallas events as well. So traditionally speaking, when it comes to Burgers and Burgundy or Holiday Wreaths or any other event that we have going on with the season that is associated with DIFFA, you do, as a DIFFA Young Professional member, and if you meet the requirements, you do take advantage of discount opportunities. So, as you are able to see what the face value of a ticket would be to those events, as a Young Professional member, you do not pay that full face value.
Right.
You do earn a discount.
Very nice. That was one of my favorite parts about being a young professional.
Yeah.
I'm no longer eligible for, but that's okay.
Oh, darn. We'll just turn the other way.
So it's no secret. We talked about this ad nauseum, even on Impact episodes. This is a very unique season.
Yes.
Not only for us, but for nonprofits across the world in trying to raise money in a time where we just can't hold events. So talk a little bit about the uniqueness of this season.
Oh man, it's killing me. I'm the social chair and I can't be social, It's it's heartbreaking, I'm just glad Conrad still keeps me around, There's really no need for a social chair during
Brittany, we
these
got
times.
this.
You just have
I'm
to
just
be
kidding.
much more creative.
Right. So piggybacking on that, right now you have to be really creative, I'm kind of like over Zoom.
Yeah.
I'm zoomed out.
If we do another Zoom happy hour, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yes, I don't know. I don't know. However, we have talked about being creative, being a member. If you guys have ideas, shoot them to us as well. I would love. We've been talking about this, doing like a mask off party.
Yeah.
Virtually, or keeping socially distant. That's an idea I had.
Yeah, just a great opportunity to show off your mask fashion.
Yes.
Yeah.
And things of that nature. So like right now, we just have to be creative.
Yeah, and that was a big point of discussion whenever we were starting to plan the season, is that collectively as a Young Professional board, we knew that this season was not going to be business as usual. We definitely had to take a step back, understanding all of the obstacles that are in front of us, and figure out how we are going to continue the engagement with our members.
Right.
Because that's the biggest thing that we value out of Young Professionals is our members. We value them. We want to make sure that we are continuing the engagement, and we are working on programming that not only aligns with DIFFA's mission as a whole, but then also encourages networking opportunities,
Right.
opportunities for members to get to know each other,
Right.
get to know the board, become more involved, and then as a result, join the leadership team. And so we knew that we needed to come up with events or come up with ideas, acknowledging what's in front of us, but then also taking advantage of those opportunities that are in front of us. Yes, we are in a favorable situation in the Dallas-Fort Worth area right now. We are seeing a decline in cases and seeing some positive momentum. with the way that COVID-19 is tracking, but we know that it's not over yet. And even whenever we get to a point where we can be a little more together, we have to take that into account. And especially as we go more towards the end of the year, we're getting into the time in which we are doing some of the events that DIFFA YPs are known for, such as winter warm-up, where we conduct a clothing drive or winter wear drive, where collectively we've been able to donate over 100 pieces of winter wear, coats, scarves, hats, to aid service organizations in the North Texas area. So that was a big point of discussion as well, is how do we continue the events that we're known for and also continue our mission given the obstacles that we are faced with.
Yeah, because it's not only us having a good time and being social, but the things we do, the events we have, they actually help people outside of us.
Yes.
So it's important not only to have these social events, but make sure that we are giving as well during that time. So for anyone thinking, oh, they're not going to have social events, it's not worth my time or my money, that is not correct. We are still going to find a way to have a great time. Socially distancing, but it's going to be great this year. I already know it. I already feel it. We just got to put our thinking caps on.
Well, we also do have some plans in the work right now. So you will see more towards in the next couple months as we start to get some other wheels in motion. And it's going to be a great time. We acknowledge what is happening right now, and we just roll with it.
We can't tell you everything, but trust us.
We got to save you something. We can't
coming.
give it all away.
One thing that we can talk about, I think, moving into this next season is, and for everyone listening or watching, we're talking about a fiscal season. So DIFFA's season runs from July to June. So calendar years and fiscal years are a little different. And we talk about that as a season. But going into this season, you're starting an ambassador program.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're very excited about this, and this was a great idea that was shared by a few other board members on the Young Professional Board very recently. The best way to put it is that the Young Professional Ambassador Program really emphasizes the professional part of DIFFA Young Professionals. So this is something that we are working on and developing, where you're going to see some more activity going into the season. Understanding that, as a group, as a young professional group, and also just taking into consideration our age bracket and the demographics within our members, there is a great need for networking, even more so than ever. Many of our members are very new in their professional career, and they are also looking to develop and then work on making those next steps in their professional career. So the ambassador program right now is going to be designed in a way to help facilitate those networking opportunities, not only within the young professional group of DIFFA Dallas, but then also encouraging those networking opportunities with greater DIFFA Dallas membership. Because the one undiscovered gem, in our opinion, is that when it comes to members within DIFFA Dallas as a whole, we have some movers and shakers in the Dallas area.
We definitely do. Whenever I go to an event, it's like you can feel it in the air. It's a different type of people you're around. You're like, what do they do? Like, I want to get to know these people, So I feel like us having that opportunity, being in the same room as these people that you wouldn't outside of DIFFA, I think we should take advantage of that,
Absolutely.
So some of these, our corporate America, some of these people have their own businesses. So, with me getting promoted, okay, what now, So having someone that possibly could be a mentor or possibly give you feedback or been in the business for years that can give you some of that, knowledge that you're lacking at the time.
Yeah, very much. So not only talking about industry, but maybe also other things that someone within the young professional age group may experience at that time. It could not only be professionally driven, it can also be personally related, such as, one of the big topics of conversation within our group is home ownership.
Yeah.
And we have within the DIFFA Dallas community those who are realtors, those who are in the mortgage lending industry.
Right.
So, we're looking to have conversations and networking opportunities with those professionals as well to understand, what does it take to buy a house?
Yes.
Brilliant.
What
Yeah.
now?
Exactly.
Where do I start?
Adulting, right?
But even among the young professionals membership, what's the age range is, what, 21 to 40? Is that correct?
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
21 to 40. So if you're 40 and under and you're looking to get involved with DIFFA, Young Professionals is right for you.
I think that ambassadors program is a brilliant idea.
Yeah, we love it.
I'm just jealous I didn't think about it, but I think it's going to be great this season for everyone.
Yeah.
So, congratulations! Membership Drive launching right now. How
Absolutely.
can people get more information? Where should they follow all the social medias?
Well, there are many ways to get involved and to join young professionals. And so, what we'll share first is that we are active on Instagram and Facebook. So if you go to DIFFA Dallas YPs on DIFFA Dallas YP on Instagram or Facebook, that's where we're located. And maybe now's a good time to talk about how to join and maybe some of the options that we are going to
Considering,
present
yeah.
this season. Yeah, absolutely. So we understand that this, given that things are not business as usual in this season, we wanted to offer our current existing members and then future members options when it comes to joining as a member. So
AKA payment. That's what he's talking
exactly. Yeah, payment. And we can and we talk about payment, but it's actually it's a different
about. Yeah.
type of payment. It's not necessarily that,
It's not dues anymore.
It's not dues anymore.
It's donations.
Exactly. Yeah, because as it always has been for years within DIFFA Young Professionals, the dues were not necessarily just seen as money to cover expenses and whatnot. Those dues that were coming in were actually going towards DIFFA Dallas as donations. And so that's why we've always said for quite some time, with your membership donation, you do become a member of DIFFA Dallas Young Professionals, and that's what we really want to emphasize this season, is that when in joining, yes, there is payment involved, but it is in the form of a donation, and it goes directly to DIFFA Dallas. And those funds go directly to the North Texas DFW area aid service organizations.
Right.
So you can definitely see where your donation goes to work.
Yes.
And with that, this season we are offering some options. So traditionally speaking, we do have the options that we've offered in the past, such as giving a one-time payment for the season, where it is a single membership of $80 or a couples membership of $135. We do also we are also implementing this year a monthly opportunity. So with a payment of $8 a month on an ongoing basis, you can continuously contribute to DIFFA Dallas as a young professional, and do not have to worry about needing to renew your membership every year. So it's going to be a recurring membership opportunity at a very low cost.
Yeah. I mean, at the risk of stealing Sally Stothers' line, at the cost of a cup of coffee a month.
Exactly.
You could. I think it's brilliant.
No, thank
And
you.
especially in a time where, and you said it's not business as usual.
Exactly.
And that's quite literal for some people. It is quite literally not business as usual for a lot of people. So I think it's a brilliant idea and a great way to get more people in as young professionals.
Most certainly.
I agree.
Yeah, and then finally, we're really excited about our last option, where potential members and existing members can make a greater impact, without the play on words, obviously. But wait, which camera is it? Yeah, so we do have an opportunity for members to make a greater impact, and understanding that everyone is in a different financial situation this season, we are opening the opportunity for members to fundraise their own membership donation. And so if members are interested, they do have the ability to create a Facebook donation drive. And I believe that's something that you did last year as well. So fundraise on behalf of DIFFA through Facebook. And if your fundraising results, if the amount that you generated meets or exceeds the amount of 80 for a single membership or 135 for a double, you have your membership dues donation taken care of for the season. So, and in the event that you may not fundraise as much, you simply make up the difference.
Wow.
That's a great idea,
It's
Conrad.
very cutting edge. I know this is the first time I'm hearing about it actually, and I think it's really exciting. It's really smart. Anything else that I'm leaving out? Anything else that's important to add?
Can you share how you did it on Facebook? Like, was it easy as far as setting up the?
Oh yeah, I mean, you could Google like, how do I do a Facebook fundraiser, and it tells you. I did it for my birthday,
Yeah.
and I did it the same birthday this year when I turned 25 again.
That was a great recurring holiday.
It really is easy to do, and it was. I mean, it was easy for me to raise, I think, $500 over the course of a month. So if you're only expecting someone to raise $80 as a single and $135 as a couple, easy peasy.
Yeah, keep in mind that's only for the week of membership week. So
That's a good point. Okay.
So starting today.
Starting right now.
Get on the Facebook.
Today.
So there's actually another way to get involved in the Young Professionals program. You're actually looking for a board member.
Yes, Shane, that is correct. So while we are starting off membership week, we do have a great opportunity for our members to become a little more involved than before. So as we are working on our membership drive, we want to extend the opportunity for one interested DIFFA YP member to join us on the board. Yeah.
So this is a development chair. What exactly does a development chair do?
That's a great question, Shane. So as far as a development chair is concerned, lack of a better term, fundraising. So we're looking for someone to join our board to help with fundraising efforts for DIFFA Young Professionals for the season. And the reason being is that while we are needing to do different things this season, while we're able to do certain events or not do certain events or change the way we do our programming, the mission still remains. And there is still a strong need for fundraising. And so that is one area where we are continuing to focus on and really looking to drive this season. So in terms of who we are looking for, well, first and foremost, we're looking for someone who has a passion for DIFFA, has a passion for the cause, and someone who has also a knack for fundraising, someone who knows how to get in touch with with all sorts of groups or individuals who may be open to contributing to DIFFA Dallas monetarily on behalf of the YPs, the young professionals. So that can be contacting or working with local corporations or businesses that have a strong presence in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, or also key donors within the North Texas area who are interested in contributing to DIFFA Dallas YPs as a whole.
Also, by the end of the week, we may or may not have a giveaway for new members.
Yeah.
So come on, get your memberships. There might be a little perk at the end of the week for you.
Yeah. I think we're leaning on the may instead of may not. We definitely will have.
Conrad, you can't give them everything.
Well, I'm not telling them what it is.
I love a giveaway. So I think bottom line here, go to the DIFFA Young Professionals Facebook page, their Instagram page, some really, really good content out there. If you're between the ages of 21 and 40 and you want to be part of a cutting edge community, a young professionals group that's doing so much good for the North Texas community, this is your time. And you've got a week to do it. So Get on it.
We can't wait to have you.
Yes, come on board.
Thanks, everyone, and thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.